Hey everyone, thanks for hanging in there. We've had a little bit of difficulties with the gremlins. They decided that, you know what, it's going to be what it is. So, thank you for joining us here on the first episode of The Shattered Compass, where we'll be playing Savage Worlds, Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, actually. I have the books. Where'd they go? They're behind me. What? 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 Okay, I got them. So, we're going to be using Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, as well as the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition, Suede, most people call it. But we're doing it a little differently. If you couldn't tell, this is a show. And so as part of this show, we will be having it be interactive. So you will be able to influence what happens to our characters as well as what happens into the story. So we have a lot of options of the ways you can influence the story, which are part of the store. So I'm going to go over them real quick just so you guys get a rundown of the things you can do to affect what happens to our players. You could buy us a Benny. That's really helpful. If you're not familiar with the Savage World system, Bennies are the lifeblood of how you make changes. It allows you to re-roll trait rolls. It allows you to soak up damage. It allows you to change your initiative. It does a whole lot of things. It even just lets you add something awesome to the scene. You could give them a Benny, or you could give me a Benny. And I need them because this is going to be not... They're strong characters. We also are using the Savage World adventure cards in the form of a flask that they have. We will mimic the effects of one of the cards, and they'll get to drink it, and that'll happen to them. All of our characters are going to be influenced by the outside world, notably yourselves. In the game, that takes the idea of elemental spirits are influencing our characters. They're each from a different home plane: earth, fire, wind, water, light, darkness, chaos, and law. I got them. So each of their natural abilities kind of stem from where they're from. And when we introduce the characters, I'll let you know where they're from. The spirits are more feisty than they ever have been before. So the spirits can kind of influence how our characters will act. It can give them heightened emotions. It may give them abilities that they didn't have before. And that's what you can change with the elemental influence purchase. It allows you to amp up whatever is happening to them. They were afraid of the dark? Cool. You've amped it up. Now they are absolutely terrified of shadows. And it's that kind of thing that you'll be able to influence. Another thing you could do is, if you're curious about a character, ask them a story. A Stitch in Time will let them tell you what happened the time they were under siege and how they got out of the town. It'll tell you what happened when that rogue decided to steal from the Baron. And those are the stories that will make the characters really come to life. If you can't see yet, but so you're aware, we're in a big acting space. So if you just want that characters to act out and do really cool things, you can just go ahead and buy Show Don't Tell, and the characters will become mute for a little bit, and they will just have to act out in our play space. Like I said, the spirits are influencing each character. With the spiritual maelstrom, you could switch what is affecting each character. So 1 minute that person's completely afraid of shadows, that's fine. Now the actor next to them is afraid of all the shadows. And it just mixes it up at random. I don't have any control of it. I just roll a die. That's what happens. There's the rule of cool, which is one of the most fun ones. Each character will describe an insane action. Doesn't matter physics, doesn't matter if it's any remote possibility. They each describe one, and then you guys get to vote on which one you think is the coolest. That'll happen. Everybody else has to try to do the things they said, which usually involves a lot of negatives because they didn't think physics was going to matter. There's a deck of a lot of things. It's like a deck of many things with a couple cards removed because nobody wants to see a character just die. That kind of, you know, ugh. And then the last thing is gift from the Aether. We'll work together and we'll make an item or something that drops in. It's like a love package, a little care package for our players. And whatever it is, we'll work on it. And it's now part of the world forever. So if you really want to give somebody hair that can grow as long as they need to be, then, oh, it's sorry. That's what you want to do, man. I don't know why, but you do it. That's the store. Anything you do, super helpful. Our show really survives on tips and your generosity. We here at Zoe pride ourselves on being a big part of the community, and we want you to be a part of it. Rather, we want to be together with you in it. Yeah, we'll go with that. That works. So that being said, I've explained the store, I've explained a little bit about the system, and let's talk about the people who are going to be playing in it, because they're really what we're here to see. So joining me today is Mark Thomason, who will be playing Rurik Wrathchild.
Yeah, you got that right.
Cool, good. Wrathchild always throws me off. Rurik comes from the Plane of Shadow, and why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Rurik?
Well, what do we want to know? Rurik is from the Plane of Shadow. He is a healer and a protector, and he has been kind of asked to come and solve and help on this quest by, due to his kind of time he has spent as a sorcerer and protecting people in the Plane of Shadow, where night is much more terrifying than in most planes.
All right. Well, we'll have to look into that later. Next up is Helen Roundhill playing Halon from the Airplane.
Oh, am I supposed to talk about myself now?
Just a little bit.
Okay, cool. So what really can be said? I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy with an awful lot of very cute pets that you probably can't see because they're made of air. In the airplane, these little spirits, unfortunately, are generally speaking enslaved and forced to do their master's bidding. I think that's pretty messed up, and so yeah, I do a lot of liberating, and occasionally there's
terrorism.
Liberating. Occasionally an air spirit wants to hang out with me for a lot longer out of gratitude, and we hang out, we work together, and we destroy a lot of things. We liberate a lot of things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on this quest because they asked me, due to my work with liberating, some people might call it eco-terrorism, I don't know. They pointed out to me that if the evil doesn't get fixed, that all of my work will be for naught. Plus, I get to keep the things that I find falling into my pockets along the way. Right? That's part of the deal? It better be part of the deal.
The contract has been signed. Following that is Megan Kirby. I always forget your last name. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I know it's Megan. But. So Megan Kirby is playing Patricia Caprice.
Yes. Patricia Caprice from the area of, we said light?
Light.
Light. She's primarily a researcher, explorer, so an adventurous librarian, if you will. She has a pet velociraptor who helps her hunting out in the wilds of the realm of light. Her name is Miss Amelia. And I guess my realm is dealing with a bit of liberating issues as well. A bit of the giants are doing some stuff that we don't necessarily agree with, so I've been running around doing research trying to find ways of overthrowing that. And now I'm getting looped into this, and I might find some toys that'll help. If not, I got a gun.
So speaking of what everyone has been looped into, The story sets out that a man by the name of Jarrett, the Horizon Walker, has approached all of these characters to ask them to join him on a quest. The quest is to save the universe. A long time ago, deities made a pact that they wouldn't overthrow each other or cause constant turmoil. They sealed that pact into a magical artifact, and over the course of millennia, many have forgotten about the artifact. Unfortunately, some people did not, and they have broken in and dismantled the artifact. Jarrett, part of the Order of the Compass, has done his best to track down those who would be willing to assist him in finding the compass. These are our brave heroes.
That's right, we're brave.
We find them coming from a large tower where they have just recovered a shard of a mirror that will allow them to track the compass. Jarrett approaches you as you come out.
Jarrett has a costume.
Jarrett has a costume. He looks at you all and says, "So you did not get the full mirror. I see."
There was a full mirror. You just told us that there was a bit of a mirror. We got the bit of the mirror. At great personal cost, by the way. There is nothing in my pockets right now, aside from a mirror shard.
I see. Do you have the magical acumen to activate the mirror and locate the compass?
Look, I've got very nimble fingers, right?
see.
Don't come at me with big words like acumen.
I see. He goes to ask for, "May I see the mirror shard?
Well, I don't know. What's in it for me?
I will trade you this vial of sand."
Oh, damn. Okay. And I pass across
And he hands across the sand.
the mirror. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. You knew that was going to happen.
He looks at the mirror for a moment, and it begins to glow.
Wait, now I want it back.
Too late. Instead of reflecting anything, a small hologram appears of a seaside town.
Years ago, my father fought in the Clone Wars.
While this cannot tell me exactly where the compass is, it does tell me that it is near the town of Shelton.
Let's get life started out right with an occasionally flowing flask for Hilon.
That is
Dee
3
so
days'
happy to
ride
see you all.
north.
From chat, because our speakers are broken, let's get life started out right with an occasionally flowing flask for Halon. So happy to see y'all.
Hey!
Thank you, Merc.
Thank you, Merc. I wish our speakers weren't broken.
Remind me, what does the occasionally flowing flask
The
do?
occasionally flowing flask is an adventure card,
Mm.
and the adventure card does different things based on
Sure,
when you randomly draw them.
Oh, I love it. All right.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot my cards at home.
That's okay. I can keep that in my pocket for a
Yeah,
minute.
just keep it in your pocket. We'll drink it in a
With the
second.
sand.
With the sand.
Yeah. Ooh, it's shiny.
Bought Bryce a Betty earlier.
Yes. Excellent.
Excellent. All right.
Wait. How does this work? Is that bennies for like the villains that we're fighting and so forth?
Yeah.
Oh, great, thanks.
The bennies, you know, for whoever need them, specifically the bad guys and adversaries, you know.
All right, I see how this is gonna go.
That's okay. That is okay. I believe if we work as a team, we can overcome anything. I really tried to say that with a straight face. See? This one gets it. I'm funny.
You did say something about the best from all the planes, yes?
Yes. The
Well,
plans
I
are
mean-
different, Rurik, and the best
This I am aware.
could be described differently.
Subjective.
Thank you, Patricia. The best at grammar,
Oh.
you see.
Another good word. I like you. You've got the words. All right.
Thank you.
You must travel to Shelton. It is 3 days north. If you have need of me, great need, that sand will allow you to speak to me. I call it speaking sand.
Cool. Is there a map?
Yes.
That would probably be good because we're not from around here.
Fair. He reaches behind him, just a little portal opens up, and his arm goes through, pulls out a map, and goes, here.
Thank you.
Okay, well, now I've got some questions.
Go on.
Can you explain to me this little portal thing? Like, do you have like a hidden bag that's behind you, or does that cross all of space and time? Like, is it like a
pocket
little
dimension?
dot that I could say put up against a wall and reach through and maybe pull something out, like gold? I don't know.
Yes, no, and yes.
Yes. Awesome.
I wasn't keeping track of any of that, but all right.
Unfortunate.
Okay. Well, here we are.
It is one of my natural abilities. As a horizon walker, I do travel through the plains more easily than others. So yes, I do have small pocket dimensions where I store things.
Nice dimensions. It has pockets. All right. That's
what
cool.
I have.
You mentioned that the town of Shelton
Shelton, yes.
is 3 days ride, but we have no mounts.
Well, I do.
Let's get our players a
But that's not
hashtag
really fair
Benny
to the rest
each
of
to
you.
start this
Oh, it's
adventure
okay, I can
off
fly.
right.
From Keen, let's get our players a hashtag Benny each to start this adventure off right.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you,
Thank you,
Keen.
Keen. So, you've got, what's your mount again?
Miss Amelia.
It was a,
Velociraptor.
that's so cool. Can I have a velociraptor? You got another one in your pockets or something?
I mean, not today, but if we go back to my hometown, we can get you one.
I did not realize you
So,
were able
Mark
to
finally
ride on
learns
the
the
back
secret of
of
the
a
store.
velociraptor.
That it is
Oh,
all
yeah.
about trolling the players.
That's so
I'd say
cool.
let's throw some
You're
chaos
very
at this
cool. You've
when
got
Bryce
words
is
and a
ready.
velociraptor.
A spiritual
Wow.
maelstrom to mix
got
things
hair.
up, and a rule
I'm
of
very
cool
young for
for
yourself.
fun.
From Lumiere.
I love
So
the fashion
Mark
statement.
finally learns the secret of the store, that it is all about trolling the players. I'd say let's throw some chaos at this when Bryce is ready. A spiritual maelstrom to mix things up, and a rule of cool for fun.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Whoa.
Damn, Lumiere.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start this off
We don't even
right.
have spirits yet to.
Oh,
be
you have your
maelstrom
own.
yet, right?
So,
okay.
guess
I
We
see.
sure do. Okay, so you're riding a giant velociraptor.
The correct size velociraptor.
Can I get a D6, Sharon?
4d6, 4d6.
Here comes the roll.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
it exploded.
And it explodes.
Well, it does.
Probably doesn't in this
Yeah,
case.
it does. This is just
Ow,
random. Wow!
calm down.
All the good rolls. You guys don't get them. We're just gonna go.
Wait,
in
so
a
you've got bennies and magic dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the small perks of being magic. So, like I described, our characters are affected by their home planes. Now they're affected by each other's home planes.
Oh boy.
So how that manifests, I'm not sure. That is what happens to you when you are affected by the plane of light, Mr. From the Shadow.
Okay. Interesting.
Halon, you are now affected by the plane of shadow.
Oh, cool.
And Patricia, you are affected by the plane of air.
Interesting. Okay.
He looks at you and goes, I can spare 2 mounts for you guys.
No, I can fly. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
That is a nice trick.
Does it cost you magic or does it come naturally?
Oh, no, these are my friends. The ones that you haven't seen yet, that I absolutely swear to you are real. I don't make them up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You can mount your air spirits.
Yeah, well, you know, they grab onto my vest and we fly away.
Oh, gotcha.
That's not secure. But yes.
Well, then I will provide a mount for you.
I thank you, Sir Jarrett.
He gestures and grabs a whistle. This will summon a phantasmal steed for you.
Phantasmal, wait, there's a phantasmal steed?
Would you like a phantasmal steed as well?
I mean, I like making new friends.
It is one usage. So he goes to reach out,
Yeah, all right.
gives you a whistle as well.
Okay.
Please report back to me when you have the compass.
How does one do that?
With the
speaking
talking sand.
Oh.
Is it talking sand, speaking sand?
Sand
matter?
no. I call it speaking sand. So I
And how does this work? I open the bottle and I
Speaking
talk
sand
into it,
has
and you
more-
talk back through it,
Yeah,
or does it like bring you here because you're like a horizon walker?
No, it won't bring me there, but it will transport my voice to you.
Oh, all right. Does that mean that you can hear us all of the time, or only when it's activated?
We'll go with when it's activated.
I don't like we'll go with. Can you hear us at all times? He could be listening into it.
He is indeed likely to spy on you.
I
Yes.
cannot hear you while it is corked.
But like you could stick your head through one of those little portal things and you could just like watch us while we sleep, right? Like that's your thing.
No, that is not my thing. As I've said before, I apologize. My power is not what it once was. I am not able to transport myself as easily as I once did. Otherwise, I would go get the compass myself.
Because of the broken compass.
Because of the broken compass.
Which you said is near Shelton. How are we to know it when we find it? Or
There should be signs.
Like great big flashing signs that say compass over here?
Unfortunately, no. There should be signs that something has gone wrong with the natural world. Something that the compass will warp.
Like frogs falling from the sky or something.
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
I can work with that.
we should look for frogs. Excellent.
I'm not saying it's exactly going to be frogs, but
I'm going to be disappointed.
be.
You promised
It
me
could be.
frogs. Anyway, where's this phantasmal steed?
I
How
believe
fast does it go?
we blow the whistle.
We blow the whistle?
Shall we?
All right.
it goes as fast as a velociraptor. It's crazy. Two horses in a weird, ghostly blue trot up to you and just look at you in the eyes and go,
No, I don't like the looks in his eyes. Nice. It's like staring deep into a shadow. Oh gosh, no, I've given myself
Because
the
Sketch
willies.
said it so well. Speaking sand
Just
becomes
relax.
sass glass
Read your
when it
energy.
gets hot.
Great,
Also,
great.
an elemental influence.
You know, because it's really
plus
like a
one
sack
for
of
Mark.
squirrels up in here. Yeah,
From
It'll be
Merkwerky, because Sketch said it so well, speaking sand becomes sass glass when it gets hot.
Yes.
Also, an elemental influence plus one for Mark.
Crank it up.
yep, crank it
Okay.
up a notch.
Crank it up a notch.
So, he's behind the picture-in-picture. But what happens when they're cranked
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Can you lift that up, Mark?
Oh yeah.
No, just lift the square
Ah,
in your hand.
square.
The yellow shows that he has been influenced by his spirit a little further. Yeah, remember when I said we should put it over that way? So,
Now go back, you're too close.
how that manifests for you, Mark? What happens to you? Do you start?
So I think, and I'm not super familiar with Plane of Light, but it is a place of a lot of energy, and so
It
I
is.
think Rurik becomes more energized
Ooh.
and optimistic and
Ooh.
I like it.
bouncy.
We love a bouncy Rurik.
Bouncy Rurik is. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, as you guys begin to make your way down the. Oh, I get to take it off. It's so hot. You guys are journeying down to Shelton. It starts to become a little darker. The forest is thick. Like, the undergrowth makes it a little more difficult to walk over. The horses are doing fine. They're ghost horses, but it is a little more challenging. The sounds of the forest begin to eat at you a little bit.
It's not just the bugs?
It's not
'Cause
just the bugs.
I feel like there are a lot of bugs.
There are an insane amount of bugs. If anybody would like, they could roll a academics.
Yeah, I'll roll
That is
academics. I'm pretty good
Not
at that.
I.
Not I either, if you can imagine that.
So
I
What-
only recently learned that there are other planes. So.
what is your academics die?
It is a D6.
So can we get a d6 plus the wild die?
Yes.
For those of you who are new to Savage Worlds, each of our wild cards gets to roll an extra d6 with whatever trait roll they roll.
Wild cards being us.
All right, you succeed. A roll of 4 is the target number on most rolls. So,
So if you roll a 4 or above, you succeed?
yes. And if you get 4 above, I don't know what that's for, but
You said roll a 4. I also thought
I
that.
see, I see.
And I was like, ooh.
Our
makes that
technician
a
is
12.
on it.
Yep.
And messing with Bryce as usual.
Such is life.
So an
So I rolled a
academic
12.
success.
Yes. Well, no, so you
no.
don't add them together, you take them
Oh, you
separately.
take the hat. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So you
And then
succeeded.
whichever one is higher.
Yum, 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 yum.
This is a weird amount of like insects. This is out of season. And these are like swarms of mosquitoes that should have been dormant.
I'm gonna ask my air spirits to create like a little bubble of wind about me. It's probably pretty loud, but it's just a
you
little
know,
microclimate hurricane to keep them away from me.
There are no bugs bothering you now. It is.
Can you share that? Are there enough of them around?
I don't know what's in it for me.
More cheerful companions, I would hope.
So I'm being altruistic.
You've spent your life freeing spirits, and
Yes, for their benefit. Now you want me to use them for yours? Oh my god.
you are using them for your own benefit. Is that
No, they
not-
like me.
I see. Have you asked them if they like me?
Do you like the one with white hair yet? Okay, fine. Do you like the one with the velociraptor? Fine, fine. All right. No bugs on you.
Okay.
Thank
There's-
you.
I'm quite grateful. Thank you.
Consent is
And
important.
thank you. And thank you.
See, this is what I'm saying.
There is a small whirlwind around each of you. It does distract you a little because it's loud, but you're not being bitten by insects anymore. So overall,
That is preferable.
win-win.
Yeah. In case you are wondering, you've got Dot and you've got Brian.
Thank you. Have you guys named your horses yet?
I don't know that we will see them again, so I had not found out its name.
But we're going to be riding them for 3 days. You don't want to build a bond?
With
Nice.
something that's not really alive and is going to disappear at the end of this.
Do you think Dot feels the same way?
When Dad's never gonna die.
How do you know the horses are going to die?
Oh, because he said they were only one use. And not that they die, but that they're not real.
So they shouldn't have a name.
I'm just worried that I'm gonna bond with something that's not real, and I'm not gonna have like reciprocated love from this creature. Also, I looked into its eyes, and it's pretty dark in there. So, a little worried about that.
You begin to set up camp. As you're having this conversation. Because it's 3 days. Unless you guys are riding straight through the night.
How do
My apologies.
the horses handle the dark?
They seem to be fine. They, as spirits, they just kind of.
I do not know how my companions feel, but I would prefer to travel by night as I can see better.
You'd have to lead us then.
Well, I suppose the velociraptor would probably. Miss Amelia, does she see well in the dark? Or does she prefer the light?
You know, I don't know.
Here's the thing: I'm a little worried about the dark. Usually I'm not. I love the shadows. You see what I mean? But like as the night is falling and we've got all these creepy insects, I don't know. There's just something a little creepy about it, don't you think? Nope, you're from the dark. Never mind. We'll follow you.
Verdict on Miss Amelia?
No, not really. No night vision.
Okay. Then we shall need to make camp as while the spirit horses can continue on. Clearly, Miss Amelia will be unsafe trying to travel in the dark as the terrain becomes more treacherous. So, let us make camp.
Okay.
You begin to make camp. The bugs have lessened in a startling drop-off. It's gotten colder, but they're just gone.
Can I see where they went?
No. They just have, as you've walked into your camp, nothing.
I mean, you can all thank my wind spirits now. Remember, yours was Dot and yours was Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Dot. You're very effective.
You guys can go ahead and roll a notice.
I've got 8 for notice.
I have a 6.
I have a 4 plus 2.
Oh, I see nothing.
So distracted.
6 for me.
Okay.
1 success.
See, I'm busy trying to name my
And a
horse. Now
4
you put
plus
it
2?
into
I have a
my
4
head.
plus 2. Damn.
Hey, makes it a 4, so that
Success,
succeeds.
yep.
It,
What do
We're
we
gonna be
notice?
So
I mean, it makes sense because you're the only one that can see in the dark. So.
yeah.
Yeah, there might be a penalty if it's actually a darkness thing for her, so.
It's fine. You guys have
Okay.
got the fire going. You're chilling out. You two notice that one, the insects have disappeared. There's also no like noises from animals. Typically in this time, bats or birds, owls. There is
Rustling.
nothing.
What do I see in the way of stars?
In the way of stars, constellations you don't recognize. There's a bunch of stars. It's really nice and dark. There's not a whole lot of light pollution here. But they don't make any sense to you.
So we're still 2 days away from the town, and yet we are finding signs of unnatural already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Should we check the bushes? I mean, he said there would be signs. Does that mean that it's close? Like, is it moving toward us, is what I'm saying?
We don't know how big the radius of effect is just yet.
I was really hoping we wouldn't have to go the other 2 hours. Days.
I am
that's
finding that I am less confident in Jarrett's knowledge than I was prior to today.
I pull up my sass sand. It's my sass glass. And I'm like, hey, Jarrett, we're losing faith in you. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.
Did you uncork it?
Oh, was I supposed to? Is that how that works?
No, probably not. It's best we save it.
Is it one use? He didn't specify
He
how
didn't
many
say.
uses
I
it
do
was.
not know.
I'm just saying that I could. You know what? Actually, you're right. You're right. Now that you mention it, you're losing faith. I'm curious because he said his whole thing with the magic is that his magic is lessening, right? And that's due to the compass shattering.
Yes.
So if
Indeed.
we bring the compass back together, he's going to get more powerful. And now I'm wondering if maybe all of this was a power grab. Like he keeps saying it's for the betterment of the world, but really it's benefiting him too. So,
Yeah.
or maybe only him.
That's
don't
very
know.
possible.
Just saying.
Night begins to fall further.
It has fallen over.
So many falling of nights. Go ahead and make me get another notice check from.
I'm definitely looking into the
Okay.
woods to see if I can spot anything. See if I can figure out where the mosquitoes went to, what's happening here. And it's a D6 for me. Single success.
Sure, I'll take a look too. That's an 8. And once again, I see.
What is going on?
Jack shit.
Don't forget, you do have bennies if you wanted to re-roll
No,
that.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna let Shadow over here check it out.
And finally,
trust you.
D4.
Yeah, D4 plus 2.
Hey,
Oh, everybody sees
Succeeds.
something but me.
And I have no penalties for dim or dark lighting and can see in the heat spectrum as well. So.
Yep. You two hear rustling begin, and what sounds like snarling, some low growls, and then initiative.
Ah,
Oh,
So-
okay.
I was about to send Miss Amelia out. Okay.
How do we do initiative
So-
in Savage Worlds?
Why, thank you, prompt. You're the best.
Yes, no one's ever accused me of being prompt.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
So,
Oh, damn.
Damn. Okay. Red,
That went dark fast.
if there's one thing I know about actors and technicians, they're not on time. That's just the thing. I'm sorry. I'm not on time. But the way that initiative works in Savage Worlds
Yeah, go ahead.
is that I'm sorry, everyone.
I was about to say, you've got a whole room of people now looking
I
at
feel
you
I
like this.
need a little chaos.
Some of us are neurodivergent actors, and it is chronically difficult to be on
Fair
time
enough.
for our own birthday.
And
All right.
I don't remember my own birthday.
My
So-
birthday was the only time I was early.
From Merquirky.
All right, so initiative.
From Merquirky. I feel like I need a little chaos. But not like Lumiere's chaos,
Fair
though
enough.
giving Rurik caffeine was definitely inspired. Anyway, here's a show don't tell.
Oh God.
All right. Well,
so
this
we're
is going to
drawing
be
initiative
great.
and
All right.
we're
Yes.
miming. I can't wait.
So the way initiative works in Savage Worlds is that everyone gets a card from a 52 deck of cards.
Is it a thank you card, a get well card?
It is definitely not a get well card this time.
Oh.
So everyone gets their cards. Things act on those in descending order. So ace, king, queen, jack, blah, blah, blah. A joker always goes whenever they want to. And also everyone gets a Benny. Well, all the players get a Benny when they get a joker. And you go in reverse suit. So reverse alphabetical
Obsessive.
suit.
I'm assassin.
So hearts go, no, diamonds go last. I know the alphabet.
Spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
That's the one. That's
Spades,
the order.
hearts, diamonds.
So let's see those cards.
All right.
Does anyone have
Big
any
money.
abilities that affect cards?
Oh gosh,
I sure do not.
I think I do, but I don't remember.
where
what do we
would
decide
that be
on?
listed?
That would be listed in your edges.
Oh.
I think we took that away.
No,
Okay. Well, then it looks like
it's a no for me. Dad.
mystery thing is going first. Unless you wanted to spend a Benny to draw a new initiative card.
I really don't think anyone's beating an ace.
Probably not.
Probably not. Unless they got a joker, which would be cool.
Which
But
would be really cool.
alas.
Out of the shadows, 3 large wolves
Classic.
jump at you. It's classic, right? They look emaciated.
For half a second, I thought you were going to say amazing, and I was like, go on.
They do look
Who's
amazing.
doing their
There's-
hair?
the lead wolf goes, whoosh, and his long, luscious hair like goes in the breeze.
Oh my gosh.
He's Fabio Wolf.
You've got to tell me who does your hair. Yeah, go on. Wow.
And
Do
then,
you speak wolf?
Apparently so.
apparently, well, he can understand you. You don't understand Wolf.
Again, it's the energy you put out.
He goes
It's
to
all I got
bite
going
at
for me right now.
Rurik. Fabio Wolf. Man, I lost all my things.
It's okay.
I'm so prepared.
Storytelling is key.
It's
It's
true.
theater of the imagination, but now we're all mimes. So,
Oh yeah, you guys. If
Oh.
you could do me a favor and stand up everyone into our playing space. So that way everyone can see the beautiful work you guys are going to be doing as these wolves begin to attack you.
I can't wait.
Oh, I also have. Do I have? No, I don't.
No,
I'm
you
immune from the rules because I have to do things. I'm sorry.
I see how it is.
That's my new.
I want
my
you
new
getting down on
thought.
all fours and being a wolf. I mean, it's-
I don't think the camera
I was
tilts
gonna
that
say.
way.
Sure.
I mean,
We're
we
shooting
I
from
like
the
the
hip.
story.
we could do that if we want, I guess.
What I'm seeing is like great opportunity to like pile drive into, and they won't know that whether or not we hit.
Oh yeah, you guys
Yeah.
just start dropping elbows.
That's what I'm saying.
No. All right.
Perfect.
So
Reminds me.
this
Okay.
Fabio wolf
Fabio.
attempts to bite Rurik. His fighting is a D8.
Okay.
So if I can get a D8. Since they are not wild cards, they don't get their own wild die.
All right. Well, I mean, they were blessed enough when they got the Fabio hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
they spent all their edges on beautiful hair. That does not beat your parry. Unfortunately, that means he misses.
But can we see your parry? Very good.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 parry.
Would recommend.
The other two wolves, because pack hunting is a thing, go to attack.
Bring it on.
We're gonna go with the one who says bring it on. That's how that's gonna be. So can I get 2 more D8s? Wow.
Yikes.
They're so scrawny.
fails.
And their lackluster biting is just sad to watch. Like,
Gosh, all
I
gums.
don't believe you. I don't believe
all
you want to buy
gums.
them.
all right. I believe in initiative. Then it is Patrice.
You combined my first and last name. That was interesting.
I did it again, Patricia.
Patricia
Patricia
Caprice.
Caprice.
But Patrice is interesting.
I keep saying
It's
Patrice
the way that
Caprice.
we do our naming as well. Is Halon is actually a portmanteau of 2 different names, kind of stuck together. So
like
you
it.
could be Patrice and just the
I'm okay with that.
apostrophe.
Yeah. all right.
Patricia. Patricia, it is your turn.
Thank you, Merc, for getting the reference. So Miss Amelia acts on my initiative.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sending her ass after their ass.
What does she do?
She bites ferociously.
I'm sorry. I'm mute. Or sorry, I'm deaf. I can't hear you. You're gonna have to show me.
Oh, I have to be Miss Amelia now? Oh, Lord. Okay.
I can't wait.
Just charges forward and just jumps in.
10
I look more
of
like a
10
turkey,
for
but they're related, so
performance.
it's fine. Thank you.
Go ahead and.
Oh, I missed the giant tail up behind her. All you see is the tail and the rustling leaves. Sorry, the
Here we go,
giant
the tail.
There you go.
Here, do you want to do the
teamwork
arms?
effort
Do you want to
here,
do the
guys.
arms and I'll do the tail? All right.
Perfect.
Go ahead and roll me a fighting. Let me know what her
What's
stats are. The back page is Miss Amelia's stats.
Yes. Fighting is a D8.
D8, please.
Yes.
Woof.
Woo! It explodes.
Bam.
15.
So you hit with a raise. What is the damage of Miss Amelia's bite?
Bite. Strength plus D8.
So, so what is?
D8. A D10.
Oh.
So a D10 plus a D8. Oh,
Yeah. 12.
So goodbye, wolves.
that you one wolf. You just Miss Amelia just goes down on the neck and just like,
That's my girl.
whew, that wolf just shudders and drops.
So in the battle between a velociraptor and a wolf, we now know who will win.
Every time.
Yeah, I would
You
have
don't need
bet.
arms. Just make it happen.
But they have arms and they have giant claws, don't
They're
they?
little
That's on the
arms.
feet.
Oh, my bad. My
You got
bad.
the big talons on the feet.
I'm not a dinosaurologist, but I could be one day.
If you work hard.
It looks like Halon's up next.
Oh, it's me? Okay.
Yes.
Well, obviously, they cannot have more fabulous hair than me.
Remember, we're on Show Don't Tell.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
In that case.
Are you going Edward Scissorhands on their fur? I love it.
Yep.
All right. Are you just getting a haircut?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I
No.
want them to die of shame.
Oh no. Go,
I didn't say it was a useful move.
Go ahead and roll a fighting.
All right, we are rolling fighting, which we're gonna use a D8.
Okay.
That does not beat Fabio's parry. So you actually just made it look better. Like you trimmed it in a way that he hadn't been able to get to before. It's just
Can I take like an emotional wound for that?
yeah, I'll go. You could take an emotional wound.
Emotional.
Yeah, it hurts you in your heart. Like
Yeah. It hurts. It hurts. And now they just look devastating. I'm gonna grieve for a minute right here.
okay.
Why? Why?
Last up is Rurik.
Okay, and show don't tell. So
I love it.
So
Yeah, tell
so
that.
what I got from that was wrestling with the wolf.
after casting a spell to
Okay.
create a pit
Okay.
to entrap the wolf.
Okay. So
God.
in Savage Worlds, you can take more than one action. You can take up to 3 actions. For each action you take after the first one, you get a -2. So 2 actions, you'll take -2 to each one. And for 3 actions, you'll get -4 to each one. So casting a spell is 1 action. And then just
So
trying
now it's burrowing, so it's my innate sorcery magic.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it works like movement, right?
Yes.
So I use that to create a pit to drop the wolf into after I grapple the wolf to get him into the pit so that it's deep enough that he can't get back out again.
Okay, so you are going to make a pit and then go grab him and pull him into the pit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 actions.
Okay.
First one is your spell casting to make sure that you can make yourself a pit.
Okay.
What is your spell
But
casting?
that's my burrowing, so that's...
Burrowing allows you to travel through the earth,
Oh, okay. So I
but
can't leave
not,
the pit open. Okay.
cannot leave the pit open.
So my spellcasting is a D8.
All right, so a D8 plus a D6 minus 2.
Let's spend a Benny and do it again.
I really want this to work.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
One more Benny.
One more, Benny?
You're using all of our bennies.
Hey!
Hey!
All right, 13.
So we
Successful.
have a pit.
That is a success with a raise. You have an extra large pit. Like you could get 2 wolves if somebody else were to
Cool.
push a wolf.
And then you could toss her dead wolf in there.
And then it would be an unarmed attack, right?
Let's go with athletics.
Athletics. All right, that's a D8 as well. And a 6
Even
is a
with a
success.
-2, it succeeds. Since you're just trying to grab him and push him in, you're not trying to like hurt him or anything.
Right.
You push him straight into the pit.
Okay, but can we get a replay of how you did that?
Yeah, I think we should. Every time.
I love it.
Something
every
like
time.
Every time.
The chat is concerned that you're falling on your sword. He is not.
No, the sword's over here. I'm
He's still
falling
fine.
this
He's still
way.
safe.
And there is a mat down here. for
Yeah.
us.
So everyone knows we're not just like hitting concrete. We're
It's still
professionals.
doing that, but that's all right.
Anyway.
All right, so that's the end of that round. There's only one wolf left above the pit. The other one, he starts clawing. It doesn't do anything. Can we get new initiative cards?
Ooh. Damn it.
Good lord.
Why are they so fast?
They're wolves.
Yeah.
Fine.
What?
Why did they get a different?
I don't know. Why did I get a different one? All right, it happens, I guess. Done.
Oh, there
That's-
it is. It's
Oh.
back.
Surprise.
All right, well, then the wolf, the one wolf that remains, looks at Miss Amelia, looks at its friend in a hole, runs away. Just like, yeah.
I assume.
The other one is struggling. It's just like, it's a wolf trapped in a hole.
Okay.
Um,
I just go like this and let Miss Amelia chase after the wolf is running away so
Okay.
she can eat something.
okay. Let's let Mark go, and then, yeah, Miss Amelia's going to catch it. Rurik.
What would you like to do?
So at this point, the wolf is trapped. The other one has fled. So I'm going to sit down on the edge of the hole and try and study the wolf and figure out why there is an emaciated wolf that would be ridiculous enough to attack 3 humans and a velociraptor with only a pack of 3.
I'm also pulling out a pack of beef jerky to throw at it.
So that would be some sort of knowledge. What do we got? What do you tell me what you're gonna roll?
I have very little knowledge.
I know.
Is that a survival?
I have smarts.
Survival's works. Yeah.
Sure, survival.
Yeah, survival.
So a D4. Hey, wild die saves me.
It is super skinny. Like, it has not eaten in a while.
This seems really unfair. I mean, all they were trying to do is have dinner.
That's why I captured it rather than executing it.
It is
It's
starving. Like, you could tell that for some reason it has not been able to get the food it needs, and so it is desperate. That is why it has attacked you.
Again, beef jerky from the pack.
All right,
Something's-
Patricia.
Yeah. I'm about to be just like, man, something's really upsetting the ecosystem here, the natural chain of
Food?
prey, predator, food, all that stuff. Anyway, Miss Amelia is over in the bushes doing her velociraptor thing.
On the one that she downed?
On the
Or-
one that was running away.
Okay. Yeah, she catches up to him, no problem. Just jumps on his back and is like, slits him open.
Have
starts-
you ever considered, like, alternative meat for Amelia?
Many times I've yet to find it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that you tried.
So the bugs all disappeared when we came into this part of the forest, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Is that perhaps it's more than just bugs? It's other types of animals and prey that have disappeared?
That's very possible.
Well, if there are no bugs, there are probably no bats or no birds. And if there are no bats or no birds, then there's probably no larger animals of prey, or at least, like, birds of prey. That makes sense to me. So it just kind of, like, builds on itself, is what you're saying? There's probably no squirrels. I'm sure they eat bugs when they get given the chance. You know, squirrels are... Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There probably aren't any good bodies of water either.
I mean,
So
everything's gone bad, or, like, there's no water at all.
Don't know yet.
Should we let this guy go?
perhaps we can feed him some more. I have some rations in my pack. What do these creatures eat besides people?
Meat, primarily.
I got fruit and nuts. Sorry, the beef jerky was yours.
Okay.
Is there like a timed effect on this? Like, can you?
Yeah, you guys are done.
No, I'm just asking.
the
I'm asking about the
hole.
hole.
Oh, I
like, I want to
apologize.
get far enough away that it's not going to be a problem when we let him loose.
Magic has made the hole. It's gonna be there.
I can just clear a path for him to climb out.
Sure. Is he going to attack us though when he gets out?
I don't think so.
It seems unlikely as both of its family have been eaten.
Yeah, okay. I think we should let him go. Do we have a timer on Show Don't Tell? Because
That was what I was saying. Yes.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
nice scene, and like the scene
I
is
just
over.
think really what I think is that for the next episode we need to have a countdown.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So
I like more work on the text.
So what you're saying is if we stall, we can get out of the show. Don't
That is
tell?
what I'm
that
saying.
We'll see about that.
We can do that.
But then you'll have to be really quiet. There will be no talking.
Oh no.
Just like
That sounds terrible. All right. Okay, So we let this wolf loose and it into
Yeah.
the
Oh,
forest.
it skirts out. Like as soon as there's a path, you see it's starting to dig this like trench and furrows into it because it's scared, really scared. And if you let it out, it just runs away.
Yeah, I just kind of displace the earth and make a ramp for it to climb up and escape.
Yeah. No, it bolts immediately. The rest of the trip is pretty uneventful. You notice that there is like no wildlife. There is no budding plants. Things you've already noticed before, the bugs just gone as you get closer to the town.
So, since all of the animals are being affected, do you think that like the people are having a problem as well? Like, are the people all going to be dead, or just gone? You know, because really, when you think about it, we're really just animals in clothes, right? Which kind of makes like those, like, you know, when you want to put like a little bonnet on your little pet, does that make them people? What really is the difference? You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good
It's a
question.
way deeper conversation.
There are very few animals where I live, so I have limited experience with them, but they do not seem very different from us.
This is what I'm saying. And yet, we keep them as pets and make them do horrible things like wearing bonnets. It's barbaric, I tell you.
Why would you put a bonnet on an animal that did not wish one?
I hear it's because it makes them very cute. If we put a little bonnet on you, you'd be adorable.
Indeed.
I think we should try it sometime, assuming that you're into that. We could take a vote. Who wants to put a bonnet on Rurik?
I am not sure I understand the purpose of this.
But you're so optimistic
Experiment.
about it.
Because we want to see whether or not a bonnet makes you cuter. All
You're
right.
so incredibly hopeful.
Because then
it
that
will
might
look
make you
good.
closer to animals. We've said put a bonnet on an animal, it makes it cuter. We're just trying to figure out how close to animals human beings actually are.
Ah, I see.
Pretty darn close.
A science
That's
experiment,
what I'm
as it were.
saying. Yes, yes. See? Some of us can do smart things too.
Nobody said you couldn't.
And yet, this is my experiment.
Let's put bonnets on people.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to hear from Chad. Bonnet on Mark? As
Please
for Rick?
say yes, chat.
Of course, Chat's going to say yes.
This is what I mean. Anyway.
As you get closer, you begin to see.
Oh.
All right, well, sorry,
I don't
fam.
have a bonnet.
Oh, there will be one.
Okay.
There will be a bonnet. The farmsteads and housing, it's a very rural community. They don't seem to be as, I don't know, what do you call it? The fields lay barren. There we go. There's,
The fields are fallow.
yep, the fields are fallow.
Like
Is
just-
there like wavy stench lines coming up from things?
It's green mist goes. There's no green mist. It just doesn't look like.
Is it unplowed? Like, are the fields plowed and there's nothing
Yeah,
growing?
there's nothing growing.
Okay. Shall we?
What time of year is it? I'm not really a planter, so like what kind is this normally? You've probably got like a farmer's almanac up in your brain. Is there supposed to be plants out here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this we're getting more and more cursed by the second, is what I'm hearing. So we're probably closer to this.
We're probably
this compass
pretty
thing.
close,
Okay.
yeah.
Should we stop and talk to and see if there are people in any of these buildings?
I immediately go and knock on the nearest door.
Okay. Who is it?
Hi, hello. I'm here doing a survey. See, we were just wondering, have you heard of a piece of compass?
I'm a farmer, not a sailor.
Sure. I'm just saying, okay, so obviously things are weird around here, right?
It has been a hard year.
Okay, elucidate.
Well, we plant the crops, but nothing sprouts. We're unsure of why. It started about 2 months ago, I reckon, maybe 3.
Gotcha. Are you sure you planted the crops right side up? I don't know how planting works.
Yes, we planted them right side up.
Okay, so that's really weird.
So there's still trees and...
What is this survey for, young man?
Oh, it's for the curious people of agriculture survey.
Ah, yes, the curious people of agriculture.
The
I know who that
CPO.
is. He doesn't know who that is at all, but he's pretending. Ah, yes. Well, I do donate to them once a year, so it makes sense they would send a survey.
So, have you
did they
made
do?
your donation for the year? Because I'm authorized to take donations as well.
I haven't, but give me a moment. And he,
Is this really the time to be doing that?
Well, I'm just saying, if he's giving out free money, I might as well take it.
They have no food.
What does the
Well,
curious
they can't
people
eat
of
the money,
agriculture
can
do?
they?
No, but they could buy clothes and other goods with the money. It's a fair trade system, I hope.
Well, I don't know.
he comes back and says, it's less than last year, but time to be what they are. He hands you 2 silver pieces.
What is it that the curious people of agriculture do?
They go around and they ask people questions to better agriculture, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And one pays for this?
Well, I don't pay per se. I donate to make sure that the curious people bless our crops. Obviously, some non-believers have not paid enough.
Exactly. Am I gonna have to bless some crops? Okay, so your crops aren't growing, and how about your livestock?
Well, we haven't had a colt in nigh on 5 months now.
How long have the crops been not growing the right way up?
And similarly, how long has it been? You said no colt in 5 months.
None in 5 months.
So are the horses still doing what the horses need to do to get the colt?
I watched them a time or two, and yeah, they're still doing the.
So
the
nobody
thing.
needs to show them how to do it.
If you, Mr. Curious, would be kind enough to show them, maybe it would help.
You know, I could probably whip up some shadow puppets or something for them. Do they like shadow puppets?
I don't know if horses understand shadows or puppets.
I don't know. What do you think, Shadow Man?
Are you suggesting that you mate with a colt?
No, I'm
What is a colt?
suggesting. No, I'm suggesting that maybe, like, you know, we put on a little PSA with some shadow puppets. Can you make shadow puppets?
What is a PSA?
A public service announcement. Oh my goodness! Have none of you ever worked for? Okay.
Okay. So the
We are
area
not
has
from
been
around
affected
here.
for a
I
number of
see.
months. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. We noticed not a lot of lower food chain animals in the nearby forest. Yes?
Yes.
Has anything else been happening locally? Is the water supply off? Are people beginning to act differently?
Is
Strange
local
noises at
government
night?
corrupt?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't truck too much with the local politicians, as they don't care for me and my kind, the farmers. But the water's been fine. There has been a recent string of banditry, sea banditry. They call them pirates.
Sea banditry? Are we near the sea?
Yes.
Okay, so now you've got to understand how when you said I'm not a sailor, I'm a farmer, and we were a little bit confused since you're like right there. And okay, so there's a sea bandit, a pirate
Pirate, yes.
in your town.
I've heard tell, as I said, I'm a farmer. You have to go another day ride into Shelton Deep.
When did this pirate show up?
About 3 or 4 months. Crazy.
Interesting. So you haven't had a colt in 5 months. This guy's been here 4 months.
And the crops have not grown in 5 months as well.
Yeah, about then.
I mean,
Are you-
maybe the timeline doesn't match up perfectly, but it seems likely.
Are you saying they're connected?
Well, I don't know.
We've noticed that even the insects are not dwelling here anymore.
Oh, I thought that was just a blessing.
To
Don't you
us,
need
maybe, but they are part of the ecosystem nonetheless. They're kind of an important part of the overall chain. So they're a necessary evil.
Clearly not getting it. Just
Tell you what. Thank you for your donation. The curious people of agriculture are going to go check this guy out and see if he's the reason that your crops are not sprouting.
and you'll be back round to bless the ground later.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And make puppets for your colts.
That is not going to be necessary, I think.
Okay, but now I've got to come up with a blessing. Thank you so much. Yes, we will be back.
Thank you kindly, curious folk.
That is us.
Just
I will write a blessing for you if you really need it. Goodness.
Just to be clear, is there a curious people of agriculture?
No, I just made it up.
Then who does he donate to?
I don't know.
This is a very confusing
I
conversation.
think he was just trying to keep up appearances, and or maybe get us off of his front yard.
He pays to get people out of his yard?
How much do you like people?
Apparently more than you.
None of you have paid to make someone go away?
Oh, of course.
See? There we go.
Donations are tax
Curious.
deductible.
They are? Oh, I've been doing my taxes. I haven't been doing my taxes. You're funny though.
That's
All
where I
right.
come from
So one more day's ride, huh?
Yeah, one more day's ride. There's plenty of signage that points you right to Shelton.
Fantastic.
Do we need to camp out another night, or okay.
No, it,
Because there's a road and Miss
Yeah, it's
Amelia is
road.
going to be okay in the dark. Is that the?
She sees as well as you or I do, so. If we
Okay,
stick
so
to the
if
road, we
Shadow
might be
Man
okay,
here
but
yeah.
guides us along the road, we should be okay.
yes.
Was the problem the trees? Because they don't move, and then therefore she can't see them.
There's the underbrush and stuff.
I see,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a common misconception about velociraptors. They see just fine movement or no.
Oh, all right. Unless it's dark. All right, so we're following you, Shadow Man.
Okay.
I'll bring
I
up
lead
the
the way.
rear in case she gets lost. Okay, good. Right.
You guys ride along the road. It's a pretty smooth ride. It is obviously well traveled. Many people have come through here. Shelton, as you reach the gates of Shelton, it is a small port town
Where they have shells.
where they have shells. Their main export is shells.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like pistachio shells, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
definitely not seashells. It's definitely pistachio shells.
See, I told you it all made sense. So their economy is suffering because the pistachios won't grow.
Right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they're just stuck with all of these useless seashells.
Nobody wants to buy their pistachio shells or seashells right now for
Wow,
some reason.
wow,
It's rough. You start to hear gossip about the Pirate King and how he has raided many, many merchant ships.
Please tell me all of this gossip is in song form.
Yes, it is.
It says yes and oh no.
Oh,
Yes and oh no.
we're working on special tiers where if you help us keep the show going, we'll be making things such as musical episodes.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. So
Sure,
someone,
we'll swap for that one.
someone has shot themselves in the pirate mouth.
Yeah, I'm not a pirate though, so.
Oh, crap.
Wait, are you telling me
Yeah, but
that
they can
we
sing,
just
so-
eliminated the big bad?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you
Although-
said some pirate got
If
shot
you
in the
bust
mouth.
out in song right now, bad things might happen to him. You got a song about pirates?
This is becoming a Monkey
Oh,
Island
I
game,
am
and
a
I'm
pirate
very
king.
much down for that.
It is a glorious thing.
Right, that
to
was
be
my
a pirate
go-to, but
king.
I don't know if that's protected under any copyright. So
know.
instead,
Oh, yeah,
It's been
no.
out long enough. I think it's open.
in that case,
I think. Don't quote me.
there is a pirate king. Hurrah for the pirate king!
Hurrah.
I hear it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. There is a pirate king, and I just keep singing that over and over again until he shows up.
He unfortunately doesn't show up.
He doesn't show
No,
up.
he doesn't show up.
I was singing a song for the pirate king.
You get a lot of weird looks.
But a lot of people are closing doors and hiding.
I didn't think my song was that bad.
It was.
I think it is the suggestion of the lyrics that you endorse the pirate.
Oh, so we don't like the pirate here.
I believe the pirate steals from these people. The bandit.
Oh yeah,
Bandit on the
see
sea.
that does make sense. That does kind of make sense.
I understand your confusion. This world is quite different from our planes.
Indeed.
Air pirates are quite different than sea bandits.
I mean,
Is the ocean like right here? I can like see it.
You are pretty close to the docks, yeah.
I'm gonna wander down to the docks a little bit just to look at an ocean.
I was
for
going
the
to
first
say, have
time.
you seen an ocean before?
I never have.
Large waters?
The oceans are only in the fairy stories where I come from. No one has seen one
Oh.
in as many lifetimes as we have
Oh.
tracked.
I mean, take a look at it, but wait till you touch it.
Wait till you taste it.
Wait till you
It's down.
smell it.
You
I can
smell it.
smell
It smells like a nice briny, like salty air. But as you get closer to the dock, the smell of like bad fish starts to hit you a little further, a little harder. There's definitely a bad
it-
end of the docks.
Is it supposed to smell like this?
No,
No.
I'm starting to think it's the water supply.
Smells like death.
Fish death.
Looking in the water, do I see fish? What do I see?
It's pretty deep because it's a harbor. So there's not a whole lot you can see. There's some seaweed kind of just
See some
in the
stuff
water.
floating on the
Yeah,
top.
you see some you see that one specific kind of seaweed that turns into whips.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
The
I mean,
bullweed,
Rurik doesn't.
Is it called bullweed?
isn't it?
I don't know.
That it was.
We're gonna call it bullweed now. You see bullweed everywhere.
Okay.
So there's still plenty of plant life. The human beings seem unaffected. The wolves were starving, so there's no smaller animal life.
I just,
Yet crops would not grow even though there still are trees and shrubs.
Well, now I'm curious. I got a lot of curious in me.
Curious of agriculture, yes?
Yes, because I'm one of the curious people now. These people don't seem to have much of anything. So, what is the pirate bandit stealing, do you think?
When you mention Pirate King, Sailor looks at you, goes, "He's stealing everything he can get his hands on."
Whoa. Did he steal your upper register too? Because that's a pretty low voice there, friend.
Yes, he did.
Wow,
he uses it for song.
He uses it for
He
song.
uses
He's
it
got to
for
probably
song.
have a really strong tenor, huh?
I used to. Now he does.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Does this sailor have any scarring on his throat?
Yes, he does.
Oh my God.
I too am a curious people.
Yes.
The Pirate King has been, for the last 2 months, taking anything he can. He lets a couple of ships come through, but it's not enough.
I told you the silver was going to be useless. No merchants are coming here. Or none of them are getting here.
You have silver, you said.
I have the glint of my smile.
That is brass at best.
Wow. That's cool. That's
What good would silver do you here?
Well, it would buy you buy me a cool drink. Many people are willing to tell you the things you need to hear for a little bit of coin. But how many people will tell you honest? Me, Rob Lowe.
Now, how do you spell that, Rob Lowe? Is it like ROBLOW or is it like RAWBLO?
RAB apostrophe LOW with an umlaut.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a great name.
Thank you.
Your parents chose that for you then?
No, there's a long story of how I earned my name.
Fascinating. So, could you take us to this Pirate King?
Me? No, but I know where his lads frequent.
Do we want to go to the Pirate King?
Well, I'm just saying, he could have a lot of answers.
Yeah, we could figure out why he's preying on a town that already has so little.
The farmer did suggest that compasses are related to sailors.
Well, yeah, we use compasses to navigate.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody could use a compass on land to navigate too, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Fair. I don't get into land much, so I don't have need of a land compass.
A land compass is shockingly similar to a sea compass, you'll find.
What?
I know, crazy.
Thing
I thought
called
they were different
magnetic
too.
fields, my dude.
Is it magic?
Wait, what? Magic fields?
Magic
let's go with
magnet
mag.
fields.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Are those
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just saying we could like ask the pirate queen. Oh, I like the sound of that. Anyway, we could ask the Pirate King some questions. But I'm curious to know, like, is everything bad around here, or is like the water okay? I mean,
water's
obviously, you
fine.
need
Like, what are you looking for? We've got nice textiles. The fish aren't all bad, especially the ones you get in the morning.
The fish get worse at night?
Well, the longer you hold on to a fish, the lot worse it gets. So if you get it fresh in the morning and it lasts for the day, but then the next morning, do you understand how fish work?
No.
He's
Oh,
not from here. So cool. So I've got a shiny silver coin if you tell me everything you know about this dude.
okay.
If you tell me.
Rob Lowe never lies, and I will tell you everything I know.
Well, go ahead.
What is the equivalent of an insight check?
Insight check would be notice? Smarts?
I could see a smart save on something like that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
want to know if he's on the up and up.
okay, go ahead and roll a smarts
That's a D6
or a
for me.
notice. One of the two. You're looking for tells. Like,
Oh!
Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna roll a notice.
Do
I have a Benny?
So the way
You can't use
Yeah,
a
so
Benny on a
let's-
critical fail.
to the
Oh,
audience,
okay.
if you roll 2 1s, it is a critical fail. Not only can you not re-roll it with a Benny, but something bad happens.
Fantastic.
Including Lumiere usually donates to the GM.
Well, in this case, something bad that happens seems to be from Bong 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 Sketch Song. I think this is the perfect time for hashtag Stitchin' Time for Rob Lowe to give us an aside and tell us the long story of how he got his name.
I was going to go there myself, but
Hi.
that works.
Mistakes were
Thanks,
made.
Sketch Song.
Thank you, Sketch Song.
All right, well let's do this Stitch in Time.
Okay, but can it be a musical?
Rob Lowe lost his voice. It was stolen by the Pirate King. So
yeah.
he used to be able to, but not now, unfortunately.
He was a tenor, now he's a bass.
I see.
And he lost his ability to carry a tune. Well, you
Maybe that's
see,
where mine went.
It is called it is for Sketch Song.
it is for a sketch song.
Yes.
So he'll get a song later. We'll record little music videos. Anyway, When I was a wee lad, my full name was Robertin von Lowenstein.
Whoa.
I know, it was long. Well, growing up as a poor farmer.
You were a farmer and now you're a
I
sailor?
wasn't a farmer. My parents were farmers. They wanted me to inherit the Lowenstein farm, but I didn't have any heart in it. So I traveled to Shelton, where I attempted to get work. It didn't go so well. Robertin Lowenstein is not a name that many people like to say often. They'd say, "Hey, Robertin Lowenstein, come back here!" yelling down the halls. They would try to yell at me among the fishmongers. I couldn't catch either. You know, like they do with the throwing the fish. So they'd yell. As they were about to throw the fish, they'd say, "Robertin Lowenstein!" And by the time they got my full name out, the fish had already hit me in the face.
Oh, that's rough.
It was unfortunate for everyone involved. The fish flopped around. We wasted so many good mackerel. Just the cats had a feast. It was at that point that my fish master said, "What if you went by a shorter name, boy?" And I said, "Well, what would it be? Would it be Robertin? Just Robertin?" And they said, "No, that's stupid. What about Roblo? I know that there's tales of a different land where their names are shortened."
I know of such a place, yeah.
And so I became known as Roblo, handsomest man in all of Shelton. Award-winning smiles. That's me, Roblo.
Give me the smile.
Shelton is not a pretty place. I said all of Shelton.
Look,
Okay.
you can win many different, like that could have been a beauty competition, but it could also have been a competition for the worst smile in all of Shelton.
That's
and
true.
You could win either of those competitions and it would be a winning smile. Your smile, on the other hand, is absolutely lovely. I'm so sorry I estimated that something else was true.
Thank you, young master.
I like master. That's fun.
Well,
Keep that.
he takes the silver coin and goes, tucks it like behind his back, like in a little
Down his
pouch.
crack. Gotcha.
Yep, that straight down the crack. Credit card. Well, you asked everything I know. Here's what I know about the Pirate King. His name, before he decided to go by the Pirate King, is Edward Teach. I know that his lackeys frequent down at the Dancing Mare. There's a girl that he's sweet on. I can't remember her name. I don't go to the Dancing Mare. That's for the ne'er-do-wells. Go ahead.
So is it dancing mare as in like mare the female horse, or is it like dancing mare like the mayor?
You know, I never understood why there was a little man on top of a horse tipping his hat, so maybe it's Dancing Mare.
So there's a dancing mayor on the mare. It's a dancing mare.
Mayor?
Mayor.
Like a mayor? Like
a mayor, like the man that might.
So they frequent the mare.
There's frequent.
they're at the Dancing Mare.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the Pirate King there in quite some time, but I know his cronies come back to sell their loot and drink their wine.
Mm-hmm.
So he steals from you here and yet returns here to,
Well,
carouse?
he doesn't steal from us here. He steals from merchants out at sea. And then they have to fence the goods. So they do that elsewhere, but then
So
they
are they
have
charging
money.
you like? So are they like stealing from the merchants out at sea and then like charging extra when they bring it back here to you?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Quite low. His
One
crony,
might say a Rob low.
I would ask you not to take my name in vain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was gifted to me like I said before.
That was a bit of a low blow.
All right. Is there anything else I can help you with before you slander me any further?
Which way to the dancing mare?
He points down. He goes, if you go to the last stall at the end, turn left. If you've hit the rotten fish, you've gone too far. The rotten fish is a different bar.
Okay.
I thought it was a pile of rotten fish. Thank you for clarifying.
I told you I'll tell you everything I know, and here I am. So if you hit the rotten fish, you've gone too far, but you should be right around there on the bend. You'll see the dancing mare.
Okay. Thank you for the information. We
If there's
appreciate
anything else I need, you know where to find me.
it. Okay.
He doesn't have a hat. He just does that.
Thank you, Rob Blow.
No problem. I didn't catch any of your names.
Nope.
I am Rurik Rastchild.
All right.
I'm Halon. I'm not going to tell you what it's short for.
Oh, I could guess. I didn't say I'd be right, but I just said I could guess.
Fair enough.
Hey, we've got a robot!
A
Well, we
robot?
gave Rurik an upper, so let's give Elon a downer with an elemental influence +1. A spirit from the plane of shadow, one that has managed to survive the summit. Let's see it. 3.
Woof.
So what does that mean exactly?
All right. So, elemental influence +1. So you're now, yeah. Oh, you got an upper because you said you're optimistic.
And so
Now you've got more shadow in
You
you.
have more plane of shadow
Get,
affecting you.
okay, all right. Okay. I liked Afraid of the Dark, but I
You.
feel like we're gonna go polar opposites.
You do you.
Pessimism
I
is
love
in,
it.
baby. All right. Well, I don't even know why we're trying. We're gonna go to the mare. Nobody's gonna tell us anything at all. They're all probably gonna be too drunk. We're just going to wander around being like mare. Everybody's gonna think that we're having a stroke or something. Is it worth it? I mean, like, even saving this piece of the compass worth it? Like, you had to fight some wolves.
Will there be a mayor or a mayor at the mare?
Probably not.
No. It seems there's rotting fish at the rotting fish, so I thought perhaps their naming convention referred to those present.
Oh, my sweet summer child, you have so much faith in humanity and their naming traditions. I mean, we can go. If it will make you happy, we can go.
Do we think that the Pirate King will know more about the missing compass?
I mean, one assumes. The timelines add up. But who knows?
It seems a pirate bandit king would be a natural force, not an unnatural force. And we're looking for the cause of the unnatural, yes?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. You do everyone the way you want to do it.
I am just concerned that the Pirate King may be some kind of red fish.
Oh.
I mean, that would just make so much sense, wouldn't it? You know,
I think it's a good way to
here
get
we
more
are, we've gone
information.
on this whole journey, and they're like, go to a port town, maybe you'll meet an evil pirate king who can tell you something about a compass. And then it turns out that all of this was a waste of our time.
Have you heard of a side quest before?
Hmm?
A side quest. It's not exactly what you're aiming for initially, but you do get a boon, some life experience, maybe some coin. You got some coin.
Sure, but
You
was
wish
it
to become
really
a
worth your
pirate king?
time? Hmm?
I do not understand the side quest. Are we seeking to become a Pirate King? To work with them?
We're seeking to maybe work with them, try to understand where they're coming from, why they're preying on this place and those merchants. It feeds into the bigger chain of events here, but you know, I could be convinced to become a pirate king.
As
That
you
does
guys
sound kind of fun.
Yeah.
approach the mare, the door wide open. There's a huge raucous group. And you hear a man yell out, he goes, Brandy! That's another round!
No.
Oh, she's a fine girl.
Right up, Roger.
What are you doing up, Roger?
What? I'm sorry. What was that?
You said you'd be right up, Roger. I'm curious. What are you doing up, Roger?
Well, Roger has peculiar tastes. Mostly it's just whiskey, but...
I mean, fish also has peculiar tastes, but yeah.
We don't serve fish here.
It's a good thing none of our friends are fish.
Can I help you guys with anything?
Yeah.
You seek information about the Pirate King or other unnatural happenings, the lack of animals and crops.
I'm gonna stop you right there, sir. We don't talk about the Pirate King much here.
Well, could you dance about the Pirate King or something? Mime about the Pirate King?
I don't know if
Elaborately
you have enough
catchy
money
song.
for that. But how much were you willing to pay for a Pirate King dance?
Oh, well. It's been a long time since I've had a Pirate King dance from such a fair maiden.
Thank you. As you guys are talking, and you keep mentioning the Pirate King, you hear like murmurs start getting angrier. The sailors around you. What are you saying about the Pirate King?
Oh, their voices got stolen too.
Another one's like, what do you mean, the Pirate King?
Well, then the low end got stolen off of that one. Is that a low jack?
His name is Edward. The Pirate King is a stupid moniker.
Oh, so are you Team Edward or are you not Team Edward?
Oh no, that's the microphone. She starts like rubbing this locket. Roll a persuasion.
Oh, I'm rolling persuasion.
yeah.
Great, give me a 4, please. And like,
Fail.
would anybody else like to see? And that just makes so much sense. With my luck, ugh.
Okay.
I don't know what we're supposed to be persuading anyone. So
I think we're trying to persuade her to talk.
I thought we were persuading her to dance.
We need to have a
Oh.
conversation with Edward if he is available. Perfectly amicable, possible trade deal. Nothing to be worried about, really.
I've heard that before. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Okay. Mine is also a 4.
We're a very persuasive lot.
What's your
but it's a
persuasion?
success.
Also a 4.
Also a 4.
You are not the persuasive group.
But
But you did succeed.
Oh, look at that.
If I could call him, I would. But I can't. He is out doing whatever he does.
Okay.
Pirate things.
Yes.
Pirate things for a Pirate King.
What do you know of other of unnatural happenings in this region?
One of the some of the sailors stand up and go, "The Pirate King can still the waves."
What?
Wait, why did I do that? I shouldn't do that.
Pirate King can
Still
Oh,
the waves.
I heard steal the waves,
I
and
did
I was
too.
like,
You know?
wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
He's stealing people's voices.
Halon may wish to learn from you.
That's pretty impressive.
And then a couple of the other pirate or sailors. That's a load of bullocks.
So, okay, so he makes like good weather or something. It would be nice if we could make good weather, you know?
It really would. There's some magic users who can do that. Very advanced stuff, though. Does Edward have a second in command, a first mate? Anybody in town that we can speak to?
He has a first mate, but
Okay.
Oh.
she again like idly rubs the locket. I don't believe anyone from his actual crew. She looks around. There's a couple of guys starting to get heated.
Okay.
So no one from his actual crew is here. There's
Okay.
nothing but wannabes and
Any ex-employees?
Oh, but it looks like you're probably, like, pretty special, huh?
He promised me anytime I wanted, I could travel with him, but he couldn't stay here with me.
And did he give you that locket?
Yes, yes he did.
That's very sweet.
It makes sense. You are a fine girl. I could see how you might make a good wife.
But no harbor could be his home.
His life, his love, his lady.
He said all three were me, but
Is it really the sea?
I think it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. Gosh, that's gotta be so tough.
Some of the sailors have started like getting up and are starting to get angry. I don't want any trouble here, guys.
Neither do we.
So I think we should probably stop talking about Edward.
Is there something you'd rather talk about? Because I'm just saying, like, there seems to be a lot of strange goings on. Something that could maybe point us in the right direction to turning the town around.
I don't know what Edward will do, but I can tell you that there are certain groups of people that have been attacked more often than others.
Such as?
Well, obviously merchants, but no merchants from this town. Merchants who are coming in.
So he attacks merchants more often. Is his actions in any way, do you think, like, attached to the other problems?
I'm just a simple barmaid. I don't understand what else is going on to the others. I'm just here.
And we're all grateful for that. You've brightened all our days.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go talk to some sailors.
Oh.
Okay. Brandy's wig goes away. It's okay. You approach one of the sailors. Howdy.
What time of day is it? I'm about to say. It's gonna be like afternoon, but I don't know if it's afternoon.
People are drinking, but it is,
Yeah, it's like evening. People are
Okay.
starting to get a little more ruckus.
Okay, sure.
Miss Amelia has posted up outside, just like at the door.
Yeah.
They don't allow large mounts in the Mare.
which is bizarre because you would think that as
Right?
something called the Mare, they'd be more welcoming to
Yeah.
mounts. How are our spectral horses doing? Did they like dissipate?
They have started to fade away in essence. You think, you being magically inclined, you could see that their essence is, they're about to fade away, like in the next sunrise. So they're stable outside with Miss Amelia,
Do the
but
whistles like disappear, or do we still have whistles?
they just are whistles.
Okay.
The magic
write that
essence
down,
you
we gotta
saw
whistle.
is gone.
Sorry?
Write that down. We both have whistles now.
We've got whistles.
Bryce gave us
Yeah.
whistles.
No! What did I do?
Played yourself. All right, so.
It's a tall drink of water there. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm looking for a little information if you have some.
I can tell you whatever you need to hear.
Ooh.
I need to hear about what's going on with the trade routes around here. The town's looking a little dry.
There are a couple of ways to make the town wet, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll... Can I get you a drink?
Sure.
Randy, another round. She comes over, just gives 2 beers.
Okay.
Or ales or whatever. Definitely not whiskey. Well, you know, there's its ups and its downs. The trade routes, they come, they go. He obviously has no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Gotcha.
But his innuendo game is
On.
on.
I mean, what are you looking to trade?
Oh gosh. I mean, I come from a place way far away from here. We'd be interested in trading local goods for local goods, maybe some of the textiles here. I was hoping for some local flora and fauna, but that's pretty slim pickings right now.
That's been a rough trade for a lot of them. The textiles or what we got left, the fabric, the cotton hasn't been growing like it should be.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that he'd be interested in trading local goods when he's clearly looking at your goods. You know what I mean?
You can have hobbies.
You got to know about clothing to take it off.
That is correct.
I'm in hell.
Now look.
I think there's more going on here than a discussion about trading.
Oh, you think, huh? Tell me, what do you think they're actually talking about?
What are you two doing?
Oh,
We're watching their conversation.
Yeah, we're rubbernecking on
It's
this.
like,
The way I imagine it is you two are like crosstalk at the bar, and we're like huddled.
I think he wishes to couple with her.
Oh, you got that, did you? No, I think he's really, really interested in her garments, specifically the ones under.
Ah, yes. What?
No, of course he's trying to couple with her. Oh my god. He wants to be the mayor on the mare, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe we could use him for our demonstration for the horses. Are you in for that?
Ah, there you go.
In for what?
Don't worry about
Sorry,
it.
I'm having a conversation.
Of course you are.
so yeah, things have dried up a little bit. It's been a little rough, but you know, we get by. We do what we got to do.
Yeah. It's been a couple months, though, since it's been a
Yeah,
little tougher locally. That's what we've heard.
yeah.
On the
It's
grapevine.
been a couple of months, but you know, being with the Pirate King makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
He's pretty much big man on the sea, if you know what I'm saying, and I'm like his third mate. Yeah, we'll say bosun. I'm like his bosun.
That's really cool. That's an important station.
Yeah, I know.
What's a bosun?
I have no idea. But apparently that's what this guy is, so.
So he personally chose you for that
Yes.
particular position.
Yes, he did.
Is it your favorite position by any chance?
I do like it aft to stern.
Wow, you're
cannot
really
tell-
killing this.
I cannot tell anymore if he's speaking of being a mate or of mating.
Particularly tricky with these pirate people. They use the same words for the same things, but, you know, they'll always say they're joking if you take it wrong. But, you know, he doesn't seem to mind how he takes it.
You know, we all have our roles on the ship.
And what is it like working with the Pirate King?
You know,
Like,
it's really
directly?
good. He's a nice guy. He,
Pays you well?
yeah, no, he pays me good. Yeah, we have an arrangement worked out that we get a portion and he takes most of it, and it's fine.
Yeah, he's
Because
gonna
we get to
run the
act-
whole thing.
We act under his name, and because of that, we get respect. He looks around, and there's a couple, definitely a couple of people who are just like, but there's one or two who are like, yeah, hype man.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
What do you usually end up picking up, if I can ask?
Besides tall drinks of water, there's a couple things we pick up. We mostly look for jewels, textiles.
Wow,
silk.
everybody's really into textiles.
We love the feel of fabric. It's so nice.
I mean, seriously.
Do you fancy a fine fabric then?
Yes, I do. Mostly textiles on the brain. I don't know why. But,
Does textiles mean something that I don't know?
Oh, it's like cloth.
Are we actually talking about trade now?
Oh, I think this time they might actually be talking about trade.
foodstuffs,
This
equipment.
conversation is hard to follow.
Okay.
You know,
When you
Do
have
you
more
sell any of it
conversations, it'll
locally,
get
or is that
easier.
just for him?
I don't sell anything. I'm merely just a bosun.
So out of curiosity, where does he keep all of this? Because, like, you know, there's limited space on this ship.
That's quite a big question for such a little person.
Can you not jump in while I'm working?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I harshing your vibe? Am I getting in the way of your... Okay, all right.
I think perhaps she wishes to mate with him.
You just went out and said it, huh? Just right out there.
That's why I whispered.
Good job. Social nuances. Really. Hasn't missed you.
Listen, if you want to join the Pirate King's crew, I understand. Just let me know. Let's sleep on it. And I can put in a good word for you guys tomorrow.
Are you telling me we could join a pirate crew?
Do we have to sleep with him?
Sounds very exciting.
I don't think he's interested in you and me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are we joining a pirate crew? What's your pirate name gonna be?
Pirates have different names?
Oh yeah, like Black Jim and the Angry Moth and you know.
The Angry Moth.
Yeah, that could be you.
So
Like Murder
joining
Moth. Ooh, Murder
as
Moth.
he begins to mention the Pirate King again, Brandy comes over. Percival, you know that you are not friends with Edward. Stop telling people that. God.
Okay, so he was lying to us?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Percy, why would you lie to me?
Because he wants to lie with you.
Can you please let me work?
Sorry.
Please let her work. It's at that point where the pirates have stood up now, and the yelling has gotten worse.
Okay.
Somebody
yelling at?
just yelling at each other. People are really torn and divided by the Pirate King, it seems.
Okay. I'm going to, at this point, stand up.
Okay.
And
A tall
I'll...
drink of water.
Thank you. I'm not going to stand on this stool,
Fair enough.
but in the metaphorical space, I am standing on a stool.
Okay.
And
If you walk closer to the camera, you'll look taller.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, dang.
Oh, so tall!
So
Wow.
very tall. And I shout over the general din and say, all right, what does the Pirate King owe you? What has he promised?
I was promised 2 gold bars! Another guy's like,
Okay.
a home?
Okay.
Brandy goes, love?
Okay. He has promised a lot of things to all of you, yes, and more. And he hasn't delivered. Are you just going to put up with that?
No!
Are you going to let him run things on the sea? Who said the sea belongs to him? He's just one guy.
He's got a
She
big
attempted to
crew,
raise an
though.
army.
I think she is.
You going to let them bully you forever?
Ooh.
No! Go ahead and make, tell me what check you're going to make.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Why is everything
Is
a
there any way that
4?
we can support a persuasion
Yeah, go
check?
ahead and,
Okay. So we're over here being hype people, I
yeah,
assume.
you guys are like,
Yeah.
she's on top of the stool, and you guys are like next to her going,
Yeah.
yeah!
So I feel like
My persuasion's a 4.
Okay.
okay, but I feel like rah shish kumbah, we can roll on spirit to support this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you 2 roll spirit?
Okay, I've got an 8 on spirit.
As do I.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
that
a 9,
makes
so
it-
that's
that
a
makes it a 9.
success. Go ahead and roll. What's your spirit there, Rurik?
Also an 8.
Also an 8.
Or 5.
All right, so
one
you got,
success.
that's a success.
Is a 9 a success with a raise? Or?
What?
Halon's 9 was.
I believe with assist,
Okay.
you just assist.
Okay.
I definitely need to skim the rules again.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay, so
So,
that's
yeah,
2
what-
successes.
2 successes on assisting.
On assisting.
Okay.
What
Go-
does that add to?
My persuasion's a 4.
Assist with a raise is +2, and assist with no raise is +1.
There we go. So you get +3.
You're going to get a +3 on whatever.
Thank
roll.
you,
Okay.
chat. Oh, that 6 explodes.
Oh.
All right, so 9
That's
plus 3.
what's up.
Everyone, like, they. All right, like 2 people flip tables, like, fuck the Pirate King!
I mean, if that's on the table, apparently somebody wants to get fucked today, so.
You have incited a riot.
Awesome.
Everyone is just yelling and screaming, down with tyranny! Kill the Pirate King!
Okay.
Up with Patricia. Up with Patricia. Pirate Patricia.
Pirate Queen! Pirate Queen! Pirate Queen!
Pirate Queen.
How big of
That
a
was
crowd
fast.
do we have here?
There's like 15 people.
15? That's not too bad. Okay.
Who's got a boat?
I've got a dinghy!
All right,
that a
gentlemen,
boat?
ladies, both
It's
or
a
neither.
dingy boat.
Let's spend the rest of the evening gathering supplies and weapons,
bell.
laying low. At dawn, when he makes port, we strike. Who's with me?
Pirate.
Pirate Queen! Pirate Queen! Pirate Queen!
I love it.
Pirate
And with that,
Queen?
everyone, we will conclude our episode.
Hey! All right.
Nice.
I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank Mark and Helen. I know her name. I just wanted to pause dramatically. It's Megan Kirby.
Pirate Queen.
Megan the Pirate Queen.
Megan the Pirate Queen.
Thanks, I'm new here.
Our awesome tech, Sharon Bebop.
I was really waiting for you to forget Sharon's name too.
I like living.
That's fair.
Sharon is the most intimidating person I know.
That's why you married her.
That's true. So I don't have to
right.
intimidate anyone. Thank you guys for being here. It's our premiere. We had some hiccups. We held our breath and we got rid of the hiccups. That's how you do it, by the way.
Oh, cool,
I don't know
cool,
if you know
cool,
that.
I would just like to point out we also got a pirate queen out of this.
I'm stoked to see what happens next.
Oh, I wish I had time to make a whole new costume because Do
Do you need a pirate hat?
I think you just add a hat. to
there
the
might be a
outfit you've
pirate
got.
coat somewhere.
There might be.
We'll find out.
We'll find out next week
Join
on.
us. Well, I've still got some other announcements.
Oh, okay.
So wait, save that.
Fine. All right. Yeah, I've got it chambered. You just point at me.
Okay, I'll point at you when we're ready. So again, thank you all for being here. Thanks Zombie Orpheus for being awesome. Thank you Pinnacle Entertainment Group for letting us use the game. Does anybody have anything they want to plug? Shows they're in, social media, you can find them on the website.
Oh, gosh. Well,
Where do we find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at megan.kirby.21. I'm on TikTok as megalegolove. No, I'm not spelling that for you.
It's on the website, folks. theshatteredcompass.show.
There you go. And by day, I work with the Village Theater in Issaquah. We're about to open Little Shop of Horrors. Please come check it out. It's really, really good.
Issaquah, Washington, for those who are not
for
local.
people who are
Mark does not wish to be found.
Well, I can be found
we gotta
on
go, we
Discord.
gotta
Yeah,
go.
I'm getting the signal, so I gotta say,
Discord.
tune in to Actoroki on GenCon, twitch.tv, GenCon TV.
Yes.
On Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. Nights, there's a thing, I can't remember the name. It's Nights of the Smith Dinner Table that I'll have to link in the doobly-doo that I'm going to be on Thursday.
Okay.
Ooh.
And we'll be playing more Savage Worlds. So it'll be fun. If there's anything else, we'll get it next time, I guess. Hopefully you'll be here, because we'll be here.
Work on our pluggables for next week.
Work on the pluggables. We'll shorten them. And
Yes. Join us next week to find out what happens with our pirate queen on
the Shattered Compass! Thanks, everyone.